Hi, and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to search the MLS, save a collection of apartments, and then display those properties on your website with either a map or a grid. When you go to the MLS, just go to Search MLS and start a new search. From here, you have all of the filters that we have available: location and radius, neighborhood, search by apartment name, commission, bedrooms and bathrooms, unit details, and amenities. I'm not going to go through each one of these. I'm going to try to make this video pretty fast, but I'm going to highlight the important filters and then you can play with it on your own. So the account I'm using is a demo for Dallas. So there's 1,566 properties when you start out. In the location and radius, we have 3 different ways to search. You can search from city center or downtown, and every search starts at city center and 50-mile radius. You can change the radius to any number. You can change it to 10 miles, or you can change it to 3.25 miles. It's very flexible on the radius that you want to use. The other option is you can do it by primary property. So if you were to pick a property by name and add it to the list, then you could use that property to do the search. So if you had a specific property, a high rise or something like that, that you wanted to display on your website and you wanted to find other high rises in the area, then that would be a simple way to use the primary property search. The third way is through Google Location or Google Places. Most modern mapping search systems use the Google Places database, so you're probably familiar with it. You can type anything into this box, and if it's in the Google Places library, you'll be able to search by that. So any college, any office building, any elementary or high school, if someone wants to be close to their kid's school, any landmarks, any zip code, any neighborhood. So I'll just put in 75201, which is the zip code for downtown Dallas. And when you hit apply filters, then you could change the radius to, 10 miles around that zip code. And now you'll see there's only 496 properties showing. So it's a very flexible location search and lots of different ways for you to get creative to find just the properties that you need. So let's go ahead and reset it from the start. We're back to 1,566 properties, and I'm going to create a property or a map of downtown Dallas properties that are paying over 50% commission that I want to display on my WordPress website. So instead of using the location and radius search, I'm going to use the basics. So let's just type in downtown Dallas and choose that neighborhood, and then uptown Dallas and choose that neighborhood. Then I'm going to scroll down to commission, and I want a minimum of 50% commission, and I'm going to apply the filters. So now you can see there are 60 properties, and here's the commission rate to send. And you can sort by the column header. Now you can see that some of these also include escort, so you can remove those by just saying yes, remove if an escort is required. Now there are 40 properties that meet that criteria. So you can select these properties individually, or for time's sake, I'm just going to select all 40 and add them to my collection of to the collection of these properties. So now there are 40 saved properties. Now let's say there's a very specific property that I want to add to the list, but it doesn't meet the downtown or the uptown criteria. So I'm just going to hit reset, and I'm going to go down here to property name and just type in abstracted design district, apply filters, and then I can add that as well. Then as a last pass, I'm going to do another specific zip code. Let's do 75202 Dallas. And I want to do within 5 miles and apply filters. And as you can see, the ones that are already on the list are already checked, so you're not able to check them again. And then you could just sort by commission, for example, and just add a few independently, either based on commission, or maybe there's a specific management company that you really like. You could add all of the ZRS properties. So there's lots of ways to use for you to use the filters in order to create your collection. Now we have 47 properties saved in this collection. And when I show and display that on a map, you can see all of the 47 displayed here. Don't worry, I'm going to change the way this looks here in just a minute. You can also display them on a grid, and you could either share this link anywhere on the internet in order to share this grid, or you can embed it into a web page using an iframe, which I'll show you that in just a moment. The third option is you can download the spreadsheet in Excel, and a lot of this property information is exported. And then you can import that spreadsheet into any of your internal databases that you want to update, or use it for a hot sheet or anything like that. Okay, so let's go back. Now you can change the name of the search by just going to rename and say downtown featured properties. You can see the 47 properties. If you change your mind about one of the properties, like this one was built in 1997, so maybe that one's too old, so we'll just delete that. You can delete them from here. You can go back into the search and you could add more listings at any time. When you get to the settings, this is how you control your products. So remember that map I showed you? It zoomed out so far. With only 47 properties, I would guess maybe like a 14 might be a good zoom level. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is like much better. So you can change the way your map is displayed by adjusting the zoom. You can also decide if you want to show the apartment names on the map, or if you want to hide them, or you can show the names but only after they register, which is a good option. I think most people are probably going to expect to see the name of the apartment, but that's entirely up to you. You can link to the map by using this URL anywhere on the internet. You can link to your grid anywhere on the internet with this link. You can embed the map with this iframe, and you can embed the grid with this iframe. You can also, if you want to check out the property information or the listing for each property, you can just click here. You can see the commission, you can see the historical commission, you can report changes to the property information if you see anything. So there's a little bit of functionality here. You can search the listings from here, and when you display the grid on your website, there's also a listing here. And a website visitor can enter their contact information and ask you to call them about this particular listing. So you have a whole property listing library that you can share with your website visitors or share anywhere online. As you can see, there's no Locator IDX labeling or branding at all. It all falls under your branding, and it's also mobile responsive. So when they open it on their phone, it automatically adjusts to a mobile friendly version. That's it. It's super easy for you to create a collection of properties, display them all over the internet, generate leads for yourself, and also have white labeling so that it's branded under your look and feel and your brand. I will record another video right after this that shows you how to install or embed these iframes and links onto a web page in case you need help or instructions for how to install it on your website. Happy to help with that. And if you need individualized help for any of our products, you can always go to contact support from here and we're happy to help you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.